Okay, so next, I'm over in Mixamo now, and I'm going to download an animation and get it retargeted inside of Blender using the Autorig Pro plugin. I'm going to use this zombie scream just because I like it. And you can adjust the animation a little bit, like make it a little snappier, give the character arms a little bit more space. If they're, chunkier, if they're thinner, you can bring the arms in. I'll leave it somewhere around there. Cool, and next I'm going to go ahead and download this. And when you get the download, you want to do without skin, and I'm just gonna leave everything the same. That should just download the motion and the armature. Cool, so we have our zombie scream downloaded. And then inside of Blender, I am in object mode. I'm gonna go File, Import, FBX, zombie scream, and I'm just gonna import that FBX. Now I'm going to slide this over just so we can see what's happening, and I'm going to set my keyframe to the final one, which looks to be about 76. Cool. And there you go. You've got your animation inside of Blender, and we need to figure out a way to map it from this armature onto the Autorig Pro one. So inside of Autorig Pro, we can go into the remap panel, and this is the source armature and this is the target armature. The one that we want to copy the animation from is the source, so I'll select that as the source. I'll come over here, select this, and set that as the target. And the next thing we need to do is auto scale. I don't know why, but it needs to be done. And then the last thing we need to do is find the root bone in this guy. And to do that, we need to build a bones list. We build the bones list, and then we select the hips and then the root master X, and then just hit set as root. Now I'm going to retarget it right now, and there's going to be a problem, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. So first thing we need to do is hit the retarget button and just leave everything the same. It should follow the same number of frames in the scene. Hit OK. Give it a second, and you will notice that the arms are all messed up. We even gave it a little bit of extra space, and now it's deformed all funky. Like the rest of the body is fine, but the arms are messed up. And why is this? Well, because the Mixamo rigs start in T-pose and ours are in A-pose. So it's pretty easy to fix. So I'm going to go ahead and undo to get back to basic, and then I'm going to go ahead and Shift D and make a copy of this guy, set it off to the side just in case we mess this one up. Okay, so with this rig selected, we are going to go into the oh shoot, where is it? Redefine rest pose. So redefine rest pose will redefine the rest pose of this and then redo all the animation based on the bone rotation of our rig, which is nice. So we want to go to, you want to preserve the rest pose and then hit OK. And then all you need to do is select the bones. I'm going to select the entire arms plus the fingers. And then I'm going to copy selected bones rotation. And what did that do? That's right, it copied the rotation of the A pose from this guy, which is nice. You notice it also copied the rotation of the fingers a little bit too. So here, I can undo that. See how the thumbs are out a little bit more. I'm going to redo it, and the thumbs are a little bit more curved. So what's cool about that is all we have to do is hit apply, and then the animation should look identical to what it was before, but now the offsets match back to our rig, which is really cool. Okay, so going back, reselecting our rig. We're in pose mode. selecting a rig, we're going to hit the retarget. And this just works right out the box from Mixamo. Like, if you run into any problems, you'll need to go through and remap bones. But for now, we're gonna hit retarget and just leave it alone, and it should just work. Yeah, look at that. There we go. Sweet. Now I have a retargeted animation that's ready for additional tweaking and, a refinement. It's really cool. So I think I'm going to take it to about here, turn on auto keyframe, go into pose mode, show my names just because I want this jaw root here. Skip forward a couple frames. I am definitely not an animator, but even I could do this. It's just nice. And let me turn off all this stuff. Okay. So to get this nice, cool screaming, screaming zombie motion. There's quite a few problems that would need to be resolved in a final animation, but it mostly does the trick. So